I guess this is when Conquest format gets quite interesting, right? Because you have to win with both your decks, and he's only got a priest left.
Prince Kaliseth again, opening hand. I'd like to see him keep the Shutterwalk. You want to be keeping it. Actually, I think you want to be full keeping this. Get a little bit of draw in there. Kaliseth. Glacial Shard to stop any early aggression if need be. Yeah. Digit agrees, keeps the full hand. It's yesterday all over again. Yeah, Digit was having problems winning with the Shaman deck yesterday quite often. And I don't like the coin of Kaliseth. It gives you one extra minion with +1/+1, burns up the coin for no reason, but also next turn you're literally playing a 1-drop or hero powering.
I think that's a really bad play myself.
Yeah, I think you should be saving the coin.
The coin can do so much for you later on in the game, and you've given it up for one extra attack on a mind control deck.
Yeah.
You got to play to your win condition. Like even the Glacial Shard would have been better.
It worked out for him in the sort of sense where he just top decked Zola at the perfect turn to get double buffs. And Ked's choice of
I'd say this
matchup.
This matchup does heavily favor the Shaman, especially with this start. So I guess it's going to be hard for the Priest to come back from here.
Yeah, at this point in time, it is going to be really hard for him to come back. I haven't actually I haven't played around with Big Priest at all since oh my god, since it's been over a year since that was a popular deck, wasn't it?
I can't see Ked's deck. Is he playing Mind Blast Priest or something else?
No, he's playing actual Big Priest, like resurrect 2 friendly minions, Obsidian statues, Shadow Essence, Psychic Screams.
Oh, he's in real trouble then.
Yeah, he's still 1 turn away, so he can play Shadow Essence this turn. And that's going to put him at, what, 8, 10, 12? So it's going to put him at 5 HP, unless he somehow... What? Lich King would be a good draw. No, he gets the second Obsidian statue, so he does get a good draw off it. But... So it is that Prophet Valen kind of like Resurrection Big Priest. Holy Smite.
It's actually going to be quite interesting against the Hunter, because if it was your standard Mind Blast Priest or your Quest Priest, I don't think the Hunter would have a chance, but against this list, you can really have some dead draws in this Priest list.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's always been the downside of the Big Priest, right? At some points in times, it falls apart for you. Oh, it's like, for example, right now, he's got a Shadow Word Death that he's going to use on a Life Drinker, it looks like. Does pick up the Eternal Servitude, so there is hope for him in that sort of sense, where he can just heal. He doesn't choose it, though. Which I find...
He's under so much pressure. Dude just got all the time in the world to get his rest of his combo.
He picked a Binding Heal when he could have picked a 4-mana 4/9 with Lifesteal and Destruction. I think that was a terrible misplay from him. Vivid Nightmare.
Not all who wander are lost.
Super Heals. Only downside to this is that, yeah, so Prophet Valen's going to die, and he'll have the Spell Stone to resurrect it next turn if he wants. Is that going to be lethal? Can't be lethal. If this is lethal, I'm going to start playing this deck. So he's going to resurrect Spellstone right now.
Has he played enough spells?
It's going to resurrect 3 different minions. Which will be an Obsidian statue and Prophet Valen. And then the very next turn after that, he can play it again and hopefully just get 2 Prophet Valens.
You can't double up with that. It's like has to be different minions.
I think he's only played 2 minions though, so I think he's just gonna go for value. Yeah, he plays the Obsidian statue. That's crazy. He was at really close to dead at some points in times in this game. This is just a back and forth game.
I think right now you're seeing the problems with the Kellis Shaman list. Look, he's got no draw. He's just given the priest all the time in the world to try and come back into the game.
Well, he is putting a lot of pressure on them there, but yeah, just Ked's list here just seems to be so strong.
Well, your win condition, right, is the 1 turn Shadow Walk followed by the unmana Shadow Walk the next turn. Like, having pressure does nothing. Like,
oh, it does say
there's no way he can kill his opponent.
resurrect 3 different friendly minions. I didn't catch that before. Alright.
Yeah, it has to be all different minions.
Yeah, and with Prophet Velan still alive, I believe this is going to be lethal. Yeah, absolutely 100% lethal.
He's got Mind Blast or something, does he?
Yeah, he's got Mind Blast in hand, so... and two Vivid Nightmares as well, so just Vivid Nightmare into Vivid Nightmare. Plus he's got a Holy Smite as well, so extra lethal, like 100 damage lethal.
It's just so funny how one small thing can just change the matchup, right? Like, that last turn against a Miracle.
Yeah.
Digit wins that game, it's all over. The Hunter stomps this step.